Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Chris, and this is my channel, Chris P44S, a channel where I play Dark Quest board game exclusively. Not really, but I have been playing it a lot more again. It is definitely one of my favorite games on Steam. So they just came out with the 0.60 update, is what I'm calling it. Going in numerical order, that's what it is. But I just kind of wanted to make this video to kind of talk about like the meta party, or like a good party. Or maybe a cheese party. This is probably the easiest party, though, to beat the game with, I'm assuming. Although I haven't beat the game with them yet. I think I'm on track for a pretty good showdown at the end game. And I just kind of wanted to go ahead and show people that I've actually played this game for 80 hours now. I don't know if there's anybody out there who's played for more hours. If you have, please let me know. But I've definitely been on this game pretty hard since it came out, and I've definitely played other stuff. Obviously, like if you look at my channel, I've played other stuff, but this is one that I just keep coming back to, just because I really like the updates and the progression and the direction that the game is going. So without further ado, I want to jump into the game that I have right now. I will be starting out at Chaos Castle. This is my team. I have the two new characters, the Knight, and then I have two older characters, the Lady and the Barbarian. I don't have the alternate art for them, but I would like it soon. I have been prioritizing things that go further in the game, like spending my Thief's Crystals on just other things, health points and stuff along the way. But as you know, I've definitely talked about the Lady a lot in many of my videos. And she's definitely a tank healer character, probably not necessarily needed to beat the game, but definitely really good to have. Some kind of things if you are trying to beat the game or struggling to beat the game. One of the big things is the party cards. So one thing that you really want to take down to the end game is as many potions of heroism as you can. The power potion and the other potion are okay, but having an extra turn to act with all your characters is just way better, honestly, than adding 3 damage or doing max damage, which is the other one. And then healing potions obviously are you can't find them in the game anymore. You can only pay to start with them, which is fine. Like, I dig it. I kind of wish they were still in there, just because as far as the combat cards go, I feel like there could be a couple more combat cards if you sat down and brainstormed. If any of like the people who developed the game or are working on the game are listening, I think there could be a couple more, and definitely probably have to think outside the box a little bit. But pretty much any combat card you pick up will be the potion of heroism. But I kind of still would like to see healing potions in the game, like maybe at merchants and stuff. And you really just don't see them anymore. You can only get them in the Thieves Guild and to start the game with them, so that's okay. But basically, like, talking about my setup, the Red Mage, honestly, is really good. Having the secondary action card Fireball is like devastating, and it scaled, the power scales fairly well, I'd say. Burning Hands is also just like can be a one hit KO for a lot of creatures. Obviously in Chaos Castle it's a little bit harder to achieve, but not impossible if you have a lot of the equipment. One other thing that's nice too about this setup is having the Mage, the Lady, and then like damage characters. You really can't go wrong equipping with any equipment that you find. This is my Lady right now. Really the only thing that I've pumped up is Sacrifice, and then I put a couple other points here because I know I'm going to lose a card somewhere when I go to the Storm. But is this the Storm? Yeah, I believe it's the Storm. Takes a card away. It could be the other one. I know it's not Insanity, because Insanity just has one of your guys hit another guy, which will probably be devastating in this, but not really that bad. Equipment is really more of her deal. The green amulet is honestly like just amazing with her, but the big combo for this, I know I'm probably talking a lot, but serious fans of the game will probably understand. This right here is just a really good combo because the knight has this card protection, which is a secondary action, but you can actually use it every turn. Unlike the fireball from the fire mage, this only can be triggered once a turn. One thing that I thought was kind of interesting, and I mentioned in my last video, but my last video was an hour long, so potentially people didn't hear it, was I thought it'd be kind of neat if potentially you could upgrade Fireball again after you got all this up, and you would get one additional card to use in battle. I thought that would be kind of a neat. I thought that would be kind of a neat turn to take. As honestly, it is fairly hard to gain. It is fairly hard to beat the game without the lady, because obviously you can see my health points right now, where I've kind of like tanked and cheesed my HP up using the sacrifice ability in conjunction with protection. So that's kind of where I was going with the conversation before I got sidetracked talking about secondary action cards, which are also really good. But having this really nice combo here of being able to cast protection on the lady who already has equipment that boosts up her armor and magic every single turn, as well as just having her move to gain and having steel boots, just really makes it difficult. Obviously, creatures in Chaos Castle hit a lot harder, but throughout the game, it's really not hard. And I honestly didn't even like cheese the health points that much. Pretty much every battle, I would leave the last person standing, and then I would just raise the stats and have on the lady, and then have all my other guys move. And I will try to show that. I've shown it before in other videos, but so basically, like, if you're having trouble, trying to run back to why I started the video, if you're having trouble beating it, a big thing is always take for combat cards, take the Potion of Heroism, load out with this this party, and you can just start leveling protection for the knight. Load up your sacrifice. Sacrifice is probably the first one you actually do. Divine Shield I started loading up now, but it's kind of just for the end game. The Fire Mage, load up Fireball and Burning Hands. You can get the the summon creature if you just want to kind of mitigate an attack, which is really all it's good for. I mean, it will deal some damage, but the damage becomes insignificant in the late game. And then as far as the Barbarian, I would just load up on double attack and throw axe. Also dumping all your sword, like all the body damage on him, because when you throw the axe, all these cards, yes, all these cards in particular, will go towards throw axe damage. At least they should. But I actually don't really know if these actually do. Should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it should be dealing quite a big amount of damage. But then obviously, excuse me, all your magic cards, all your magic damage cards can go here. And then I put a couple maces over here because I will be attacking later in the game, but you really don't do that much with the knight initially. A lot of times you're just using these secondary cards like Fireball, Throw Axe, and Protection. So with that being said, let's kind of roll in. I hope that wasn't too much. I don't feel like I just talked too much. 8 minutes. It's not bad. We're just gonna run through Chaos Castle here. At this point in the game too, I kind of want to start like splitting up my my points. So potentially, like, I am probably gonna take Kick too. Kick is pretty good, but it's something I don't prioritize until later in the game.
Choose a hero.
I think this is my knight is the only creature I haven't upgraded yet. I typically don't upgrade the lady because obviously if you're cheesing for HP points, you don't want to. So let's jump into this first battle and we'll just kind of see. So this would potentially be a good person, but he does 10 damage, so we actually do kind of want to leave him because we don't really want to be commanded. So I think what I'm gonna do, I kind of want to. If I do Burning Hands, that guy's definitely gonna go down, I think. So what I'm gonna do is throw my axe over here. I'm also going to Fireball here. Oh, that only did 6. I'll use my protection. This guy's gonna do 10 damage, so he's gonna eat up pretty much all my... So this guy's gonna act twice, so what I'm gonna do is hit... yeah, I think kind of have to go here first. Honestly, what I could do, I really want... So I'm probably just going to use a potion here, maybe. I mean, I am going to use a potion and then move her here. And then, because I have the attack... So this guy's 10, this is 13. So yeah, anybody who follows up here is going to kill this guy. And what I'm talking about here is I'm using the follow me. So once every attack, he commands the closest ally. This is really good late game. So it commands the closest ally to attack again. Ooh, that's not good. I really wanted him to attack her. But what is he doing? Attacks a random enemy. Yeah, so we'll probably have to put 1 point on... which I kind of wasn't thinking was a big issue, but in Chaos Castle, they do target a lot differently. Yeah, I'm definitely not sacrificing my heroes for 5 HP. What I was saying is I need to put a point on... So, we're going to choose a card here. Hopefully we don't have to choose anything. Yeah, so I'm just going to get rid of Kick. Not a big deal. I mean, it kind of is, but it's not crazy. The card that I was talking about with her is the one that attracts the damage. All right, so here I'm just gonna drop a fireball here. I'm gonna protect her. So my axe can actually, I can throw an axe here for 9 damage. I can also have her, I could Divine Shield. That actually seems pretty good. And then have her move here. And then closest enemy, closest enemy, closest enemy. We definitely don't want these two guys going next, but I mean, if they do, it happens. Let's see. Yeah, so we'll just use this guy's command effect, and we should be able to kill this guy. Alright, now he's going to do 15. So there's really no way to finish both these mages off, so we're probably going to take a little bit of damage. But honestly, it's really not that much, because 4 to 6. So we'll basically, most of my guys will only be taking like 1 damage. But we will take this guy out of the race here. Not really sure why we didn't, actually. Oh, so he also has Burning Hands. I didn't realize that. Not really sure. I must have just read the wrong damage on that. This guy will kill this person, though. There's no reason that he shouldn't. And then we'll just move and stand here. So this is like how you cheese. I'm just gonna cast a protection on the lady here. I am going to finish this guy off, and then it'll be his turn. And they'll actually attack each other twice, which would be... Oh, maybe not. But yeah, so this guy's going to do 12 damage. So we could honestly just get a little more HP out. And this is basically how... Oh, I kind of misclicked there. I don't know if I used the protection. I'll move her over one. Yeah, so we could probably... This guy's doing body damage. But we're just going to have all our characters move and wait. And you can see I'm just casting the protection here. And then move and stand. This guy would eventually get rid of our entire shield. But he's not going to. And I think honestly they have the protection, like the level, like having it +6 maxed out. I think is actually like a pretty good place for it. But if you were wondering how I got a lot of HP throughout the game, this is kind of what I did, and it is lengthy, but you are pretty much guaranteed to go into Chaos Castle with a ridiculous amount of HP and should be able to finish the game with all that. Oh, so now we're gonna fight our own guys, and they actually have a good amount of HP. So we're probably just gonna leave the lady for last. We definitely want to kill... I mean, we really want all these guys gone, but I think we want these two gone first, because this guy is going to be extremely problematic. But I can actually just attack him now, and with the double attack, it'll be enough to finish him off. And then I can just throw axe here. Do I want to? So this guy's going to do 8, 10, and 10. So that's 18 damage. But, is he going to attack the closest? Okay. So, what I will do is... I'm going to throw my axe here. And, I feel like I have to use the potion here, unfortunately. I think I have to use a potion. Well, actually, yeah, I think I have to use a potion. I really don't have to. I have like so much HP that I could just not. But what I want to do is I want to move her here first, and then I want to Burning Hands the wizard, and I'm going to use my power potion too, just because I wanted to make sure that I so then we're just gonna go all in and get through this as quickly as possible. We basically want to finish these guys first, because the lady really doesn't do anything on her own. But actually, she will deal damage back. Oh, I still have Fireball. So she's gonna have 20 no matter what, but we should just be okay here. Because she's just not dealing that much damage back. You do have to be like considerate in this part of the game. It'd be nice to have a barrel here. All right, so. Yeah, I'm definitely going to Fireball here first. And I actually really would like to finish these guys first. But what I'm gonna do... So the throw axe is good for a kill there. And then I am gonna move, I think, here. So that'll force this guy to attack. He's actually gonna do 18 plus another 18. So I'll definitely want a divine shield and then move in here. And that'll block this guy in. And hopefully I'm gonna try doing this and just killing the other commander. Oh, okay, well that didn't work out the way I wanted to. So as this guy attacks random, he attacks closest, he attacks closest. Alright, well, I think we want to go here. And then we'll see what he does. That's definitely what we were hoping for. And then we can just bait some damage out of here, out of this guy. Yeah, he's just not gonna break through. I probably don't have to do this, but I do want to be cautious and complete this part of the game for people. I'll just do one more. Actually, you know what? I am gonna do another one because he's gonna double strike. That means I'll get 2 healing procs, which is, you know, definitely attractive in this position. But I will. Actually, since he has 1 HP, I'll just bait the last one out. Keep my guys over 100 HP. Should be good. Chaos Lightning.
7.
I want to see if I can. I'll do one more.
3.
Alright, so one guy's going to receive 8 to 20. That's fine. I actually do have 2 more healing cards, too. So this is what'll be bad. So one guy's going to hit somebody. But if it's one attack, it shouldn't be awful. And I'm glad he didn't have the double strike, because that would have been bad. So this is the last stand. I mean, we're going into this, like, really strong. Prepare yourself, the great Chaos Horsemen stand before you. This is your final battle against evil. If you survive, you will purge this evil once and for all. So this should be pretty simple. So this guy's going to attack closest. This guy attacks random. So let's just go with the protection. He's doing 10. And then we're going to do the divine shield. We're just gonna see if he'll attack this way, because if he attacks this way, I mean, obviously that's like a lot better for us because he's gonna hit this guy. Then let's just do our fireball for value. So he could come this way, but if I come over here. This is actually pretty good because then my barbarian or wizard, somebody should go around the other way. Yeah, that's fine. I was kind of hoping he came over here. But having the double strike, I mean, pretty much is just game over. So we'll come here. I'm not sure if you can actually overwhelm this creature, but we will Burning Hands here. And we do. We do overwhelm. So we'll just go for protection again. And he should attack the lady. But of course he doesn't. Oh, there he was. If I had the attract on, that would have been it. But as you can see, like right there, I really didn't lose very much health. My characters are pretty strong, but that just kind of goes to show you really don't need to cheese with the HP. But having the HP shield, basically having that much HP will allow you to complete the game. But just a forewarning, to complete the game this way, I've probably been playing for 3 hours. Where like one game playthrough could take you like 1.5 hours, something. I've probably been playing this most of the day. Not most of the day, but like on and off. Hour here, hour there. Probably 4 hours, I'd say. I may have started this last night, actually. But I really did want to see what the knight was capable of, really. And like I said, the protection in conjunction with Sacrifice and Divine Shield. And I mean, really just goes to like the ultimate level. I really like the Savager as a creature, or as a character to have, because she just like demolishes enemies, like hordes of enemies. But honestly, the Fireball can do just as much work, I think, as the Savager. And I just don't think the Savager at the end game is as strong as the Barbarian. Because you're fighting lesser creatures that are stronger, I think like the Barbarian and the Archer are a little bit better. The Barbarian mostly because he has the secondary action of Axe Throw, which is really nice, but he's just going to be dealing a lot more damage if you get the double attack to proc. He's just going to be dealing a lot more damage. Obviously, same thing with the Archer, who has like the critical, which basically also does double damage. That just goes a lot further at the end in Chaos Castle, where you really need it, because even though the Savager can completely bulldoze, like basically the first 5 levels or whatever, like all the way through the city, and she's pretty decent in Dragon Valley, but I think the Barbarian and Archer are just better. And then I think the Fire Mage with the amount of damage that he can do with Fireball and Burning Hands is really good. I'm not totally sure like if all these cards really work. Like these 4 cards, like were working as well as they should be, because it says like my axe is 5 to 8 damage on its own. So 5 to 8, and then you get, so this is 6 to 10 the strength, 6 to 11, 6 to 12, 6 to 13, and then this is, oh well, this doesn't work with that. So 6 to 13. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it does. The one other thing I have for the developers too that I've mentioned before is the double attack worked really well in this, but I kind of would like there to be a better system, like a system that runs continuously through the game. Because like, so like say I attacked, I just don't feel like this procs, like this double attack procs as often as it should. I feel like if it was continuous through and it was basically once every 2 attacks, so every other attack it procs, I think, and it just runs continuously through, like there's a counter that runs continuously through battles, I feel like the counter resets. But sometimes you'll attack and then attack and you still won't get the double attack to proc. And so I just don't know if there's a bug going on with that. And I actually kind of like the way Follow Me works, because it goes every 1 command. So I think like just give it another node and then have it like, I don't know, it might be kind of OP if he does it, but it has a double attack every attack. But I mean, think about the way the Savager is really. Like the Savager just continuously attacks every first attack of the battle. So I think maybe the double attack, you know, if it's resetting every battle that you have, you know, just let it be that way. Or if it's running continuous, but sometimes it just seems like it doesn't proc at all. You know, if that makes sense, but it's definitely something to look into. Aside from that, though, I think the game, as it stands right now, is really good. I don't know. I think there's always been kind of some issues with the lady and being able to cheese to this amount of HP, but I don't know. Like, it is what it is, and I think for players who don't know, who are having trouble beating it, like, I feel like it's a good way for players to get there and beat the game, which I think is fine. But it's like, you know, how are you really going to balance this character? I really think like what I recommended in the beginning, like the best way to balance this character is just to give her a healing ability that you can use once per battle. And then you wouldn't get these blowout HP games with 400 or 500 HP, you know. But I don't mind the way it is now, because like a player like me just won't play with a lady. But for other people who are frustrated, they might feel like it's a necessity. But as the game sits now, it's really, really not. Let's flip this card. Victory. We'll get 440. We'll get 40 to 50 crystals. Congratulations, you achieved victory. Let's just look at the Thieves Guild. One of the things that I would like to do a video on is kind of some of these adventure cards that are hard, kind of hard to get. Where are they? Like, I'm really interested to see. It says grants you membership and allows you to enter the Thieves Guild in the city. So, like, I'm curious, does this give you crystals or something, or does it just allow you access to this menu in the middle of the game? You know, that's kind of like one of the things that I'm. Oh, I should unlock the double damage potion. Considering I was like talking about cards earlier and like more combat cards. Like, does the Thieves Guild though like allow you access to this menu? I feel like that's what it is. Or does it allow you like something else? But I would kind of like to do a video on like what the Thieves Guild actually gets you, and then like these dragon cards, I think, you know, gives you the dragon key, so then you can see what's in the vault. The dragon offering, I believe, is like where you can double or triple your HP points. And then I'm not sure what the golden dragon is, but it'd definitely be interesting. I think if I unlock them all now, I could do a video on it next time. Alright, so maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just start another video and go from there. So if you're interested in seeing that video, let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know how you like the new update. Let me know what you think of the video, about what I said, any of the ideas that I said about improving the game, any of the concepts or critiques. Really, my critiques, I'm not trying to put them out there to be negative. I'm just putting them out there for them to be out there. Like, I'm not going to stop playing the game. I already have 80 hours. Like, anytime you make an update, I'm going to sink another 10 hours into this game probably. And honestly, right now, like where my life is at outside of gaming, this is one of the good games to have, because you can get up from it at any time. You know, you don't feel like obligated to flip the next card. You know, maybe you do a little bit because you're just, you know, you're just interested in it. But you know, I just love this game. I think this is probably one of the best games I've played this year. I know I said Stone Shard was, and I think Stone Shard is really great, but Stone Shard did come out a couple years ago. I think this is one of the great like virtual tabletop experiences right now. It's really good. It's just really good. So keep doing what you're doing, guys. for the developers out there. And, you know, just let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And with that, I'll catch up with you in the next video. Alright, so...